Hello. Hi, welcome to everyone. Thank you for joining us today. This is the second one in a series of events introducing InnoNext, which is an opportunity we've been working on for several months now. And in this session, we'll walk you through the companies program, who is eligible, what documents are required, and how to submit them. You can always use the Q&A tool on the bottom of the screen to ask questions at any time. And at the end of the session, we'll answer some of the questions that came in. Any questions we don't have time to answer today will still receive a response via email. So don't worry if you don't see an answer to your question. And also, if you have personal questions, feel free to submit them. They won't be addressed live, they won't be read live, but you will receive a reply via email. We are monitoring and recording the whole session, so the webinar will be available after post-production on the platform, accessible only to eligible talents and companies. And now I'll hand it over to Negar, Project Manager of InnoNext, for an overview of the program. Thank you, Negar.
Okay, thank you, Mattia. Thank you for your presentation and good afternoon, everybody. Let me share my screen. Thank you for everybody to join us today. Welcome to the InnoNext webinar, which is dedicated to the Next Generation Innovation Talent Initiative. I will now briefly go through today's agenda, and then I will hand over to my colleague Benedette. So in the meantime, let's move to the next slide. So today's agenda is starting with the introduction to InnoNext. We'll explain what InnoNext is, who the beneficiaries are, and how the funding works. And then we are going to step-by-step guide you to the process. At the end of the section, we actually have the Q&A session, so feel free to put all of your question in the question blank in the Zoom. We will do our best to answer all of the questions. My colleagues will answer some questions in live, and those are coming from many participants. I'm going to answer all the questions together. And that's all. So let me introduce you my colleague Benedetta. She's going to talk about InnoNext, and she's going to give you a brief introduction of this initiative.
Thank you, Negar, and welcome again, everybody. I will, as Negar said, introduce you a bit about this project. So InnoNext is an initiative funded by the European Commission through the Next Generation Innovation Talents Call. InnoNext aims to connect companies with talent across all the Europe, offering 600 fully funded innovation internship. The goal of this initiative is to help companies like yours to find fresh expertise and strategic support for your innovation efforts, but also to give talented individuals the opportunity to apply their skills in a real-world innovation context. So this project is developed in close collaboration with some European programs such as EIC, EIT, ERC, MSEA, and also research infrastructure. This collaboration ensures a diverse pool of qualified candidates for the internship, and also give access to an high quality experience for everybody involved in this project. So why to join in this initiative? Participating in InnoNext is a unique opportunity to bring some highly skilled professional and or researchers from multiple fields who can maybe contribute to your innovation activities without any economic cost for you as a company. So you will be able to access some new ideas and expertise and benefit from a fully funded collaboration that can focus on some compelling challenges you are facing right now, and you can decide and define. So moreover, you will also access to some mentoring and support given by the InnoNext team. So InnoNext offer, as we said, some innovation internship. We are somehow reinterpreting the concept of internship. So what we call an innovation internship is some sort of transformative collaboration between some high-level talents and visionary small, medium enterprises or startups. So we aim to create a mutual growth, not only giving to some talent the possibility to participate in your activities. So you will not only be welcoming some talents, but you will have the possibility to bring in your companies a new perspective that can contribute on a specific topic or issues that you are going to define as your company, starting from your company's needs. So these opportunities give also you the chance to expand your network across the European innovation system, collaborating with some talent coming from the European programs. The types of opportunities that you can offer as a company in the InnoNext project are suits some different stages of the development of some project or products, and the opportunities that you will offer should meet your needs. There are no restriction of fields of application, and obviously the multidisciplinarity approach is encouraged by us. So to better define the opportunities, we decide to classify them into streams, which are the deep tech talent, which is the ideal stream for some highly technical or research-driven project. So this is the stream where candidates can contribute to advanced research and development or prototyping or some technical challenges that require some specialized knowledge. While on the other hand, we have the aspiring innovators, which is a stream that focuses more on applied innovation and some business development. Anyway, both of the streams aim to create a real value for the company, but also to offer a talent the chance to grow in an entrepreneurial setting. InnoNext is a journey made up with different steps, starting with the discovering of the project on the website, where you can also register to this initiative. Then you will have the opportunity to create some innovation internship opportunities. And next, you will skip to the matchmaking phase, where you can meet and identify your talent, reviewing all the application received. And when you find the right match, you can now start the collaboration with the internship. You will also have access to some formative session where some mentor can help you improve your skill as a company. During all the journey, the InnoNext team is here to support you in any phase. So starting from solving doubt with the registration or the eligibility, but also giving you some suggestions to create the opportunities, and also sharing the agreements that you will need to sign, and also that the talent will need to sign to participate in this opportunity. InnoNext team will also support you with email and also some one-to-one meeting when you will need. Speaking of some timeline details, the project is open on a rolling base. That means that you can register and post some offers anytime, and also talent can apply from now to any time until the end of the project, which is set in December 2025 for the EIT beneficiaries, and in July 2026 for all the other participants. So the innovation internship can last between 3 and 6 months and have a flexible start date, which can be agreed between you and the talent. So according to your needs, but also to the needs of the talent and to their grant period. So we invite you to start registering and posting vacancies and innovation internship offers to find your match as soon as possible. So also last thing, this is the first edition of this InnoNext project. So we plan to enhance the process and all the tools that we are offering. So this will happen also thanks to your feedbacks and your questions collecting during all the process, starting also from the session of today. So please just feel free to answer, ask anything you want. And now I'll give back to Negar, which will enter in some details of this InnoNext process.
Okay, thank you so much, Benedetta. So let's talk about the beneficiaries. Who are the beneficiaries? First of all, who can apply? We actually expect today to host companies. So if you're coming from EIC Path or EIT, you are eligible for this initiative. We actually talking about startups and SMEs that are supported by EIC Accelerator. Those coming from Seal of Excellence, SMEs or startup by EIC Transition, and again, startup and SMEs coming from EIC Pathfinder. For EIT, we actually talking about startups and SMEs supported by EIT Community, business founded with support of KICs, and companies that have partnered with KICs for the innovation activities. And lastly, startups or scale-ups with at least one co-founder who is an EIT alumni member. In the other hand, we have the visiting talents. They are coming from 5 different programs. As you can see, they are coming from EIC. They are PhD or postdoc Pathfinder. They're coming from transition researchers. For EIT talents, we are talking about students or graduate level master or postdoctoral programs. We are talking about EIT alumni members. We have actually researchers and postdoctoral training programs, and those participate at KICs education programs. We have again MSCA, which is Marie Curie, those coming from postdoc flow, doctoral network and co-found. We have ERC talents, both from PhD and postdoc researchers, and again for research infrastructure talents coming from postdoc or PhD. Let's talking about funding is one of the most important topic of this initiative. We can understand that is really important. So as you can see, those coming from Marie Curie, the grant is covered by the program. So when they actually applied for InnoNext, we expect that they are participating on the program. Same things we have for research infrastructure. Those coming from these paths, they programs cover the personal costs. Those coming from EIT Pathfinder, we actually guarantee a flat mobility for those coming from more than 150 kilometers from the actual work to the place they have to go to do the InnoNext project. And for ERC, we have a flat monthly rate reimbursement that is paid again by InnoNext as a EIC Pathfinder. And lastly, we have EIT. Those coming from EIT, we have a fixed monthly rate. It's again paid by InnoNext. About the duration, those coming from Marie Curie, research infrastructure, and EIC and ERC can max doing it for 3 months, and those coming from EIT from 3 up to 6 months. How to apply step by step to the website. So first of all, let's start with the website. You have to go to the website on www.innonextproject.eu and register your company. Then you will go to the confirm your eligibility. I'm going to explain you how you can confirm your eligibility. And once we actually confirm your participation, you can post your innovation opportunities on the platform. So this is the website. When you go to the website, in the second tab, you have beneficiaries. If you click on it, you'll see a drop-down menu. And the second option is hosting companies. So you are hosting companies and you actually go to the menu and write your information. The information that we ask are about your company name, company size, your website, your country, gender of the CEO. The last one we actually ask is for statistics for our final reports. It's not important what is the gender of the CEO, but actually we are doing also some researches about the gender of CEOs. We asking about the eligibility. So this is the main point that you have to answer. If you're coming from EIC, we're asking about your project acronym. So what is your the name of the project? What is the ED? I mean, we actually expect that you have the number of your grant. What is your PIC number? This is the identification code that you use for funding and tenders portal. If you are coming from EIT, we're asking you what is your KIC? Is it climate? Is it food, health, or EIT raw materials, urban mobility, or InnoEnergy? And based on that, we are going to ask you what is the program. So in that case, I actually select climate KIC. If you're coming from climate KIC, we are asking you if you are a accelerator or climate accelerator or climate safe or greenhouse, which part are you belong to. And lastly, the registration number. For the registration number, normally it is the is your VAT in abroad, or if you're coming from Italy, it's IVA. So this is the legal number that you associate to your company. And lastly are the contacts. So leave us your name, your surname, your email. It is very important that you leave us the email that will receive all the communications. So be sure that the email that you leave us is the one that you are going to check every day, or you can actually receive all the news. About the documents. So both EIC companies and EIT are required to submit a letter of commitment. This is a document that divided into several annexes, and each annexes explain your responsibilities regarding founding, the internship, and the contract you will sign with your talent. The letter of commitment must be signed in order for us to confirm you on your participation on the platform. So to be honest, this is also a template. You can still adopt it or enrich it later with your any more request, but it is important that you actually give us back a signed version by email if you actually try to implement it with other regulation or whatever. Those are coming from EIT. We actually need a letter of commitment and an engagement letter or a certificate or any official document that proves the relationship between your company and EIT ecosystem. So once you send us all these documents, again, I ask you, you have to send it signed send it back to us, the signed version. If they are correct, we are going to approve you on our system, and from that moment, you have the access to the platform. At this point, you can access to the platform. You should have already received the instruction by the mail, and now have your profile. So from the add new, you can create your own vacancy, and you can also create multiple vacancies if you have more than one position. This is a really crucial and important part. I mean, when you write a vacancy, we strongly recommend you to following the guidelines that we have provided in the instruction guide. You actually receive one copy by your email. Once we actually approve your participation on the platform, we send you the guideline. Soon it will be also available on your platform. It is really important to include a clear description of the opportunity. If we notice any issue about your vacancy, our team will contact you, and we ask you kindly full cooperation in making any necessary changes. Very important aspect for the title, because that's the point of how talent's going to choose your opportunity. So be concise, specific, and aligned with the core activity of project that was supported by EU program for which your company is actually eligible. Avoid any internship, vacancy, job position, and something like that for your title. So just ask what you are searching for. Do not include deep tech talents or aspiring innovator in the title. For the description, we actually ask you to specify the thematic area of the ongoing innovation project, a description of your company. You can actually leave a summary of your company's history. What is your mission? What is your vision? What are your activities? Something about your team, your work environment, and whatever can actually describe your business and your company. And lastly, please link your website. After that, we ask you to describe clearly what the intern will do and what the goals of the innovation project are. Explain why this person is suitable for your job, and based on skills and experience that you are searching, you can actually explain what are the output that you are expecting. Please show the internship is highly connected to the goals of the project. Do not ask talents to do activities that are not related to the main activity of your company. And then you can ask required qualifications. I mean, if you're searching for PhD or some degree level, or you are searching for some specific technical skills or things that is important for you for that kind of vacancy that you're going to create. And you can talk about the soft skills that you're searching. And lastly, if you want to add some preferred qualifications, you can add it in the requirements. In the other information section, it is possible to include additional important things such as duration. It is really, really important to notice talents, how long can last the internship. You can talk about 3 up to 6 months. And any additional relevant information can be put in this section. So let me move to the selection process. There are 4 key steps to follow. First, I'm going to explain how the matchmaking and expert check work, and then how companies can invite candidates for interviews, how the interviews are conducted, and finally, how you can finalize the collaboration between you and the selected talent. So talking about matchmaking and matchmaking process, it is actually make easier your work. The platform uses smart algorithms to match internship vacancy with the most suitable candidate. As a company, you can easily review the suggested application as well as any candidate who applied directly for your job position. In some cases, the InnoNext team might also recommend some specific candidate based on your needs. So you can expect also some emails from our side to suggest you some candidates. From your dashboard, you can see all the vacancies you post. For each vacancy, you can easily check who has applied and view their CVs. Just please keep in mind, if you don't see any candidate yet, it doesn't necessarily mean that no one is interested. It is probably because the candidate has not yet uploaded the declaration of honor. And without that document, the system doesn't display them on your page. So maybe we are going to change this process, but now it is work like if you don't see the declaration, if you don't have the declaration of honor, you can see the talents, but hopefully in the near future, we are going to give you the access to the all talents. But a very important point that you have to remember is you can only approve and move forward with those who have submitted the declaration of honor. That is mean some point it is necessary to have the declaration of honor signed. Otherwise, we cannot approve the participation of the talents on your vacancy. So once you've identified the candidate that you are interested in, you can reach out them directly from the platform to arrange an interview. You can connect their candidate by sending a direct message on the platform using the section dedicated to the interviews. You can actually contact your the candidate also by email. It depends on you, but we provide you more instruments on the platform that that helps you to contact your talents. Please remember to always update the status of each candidate on the platform, as you can see in the right side of this slide. This helps the InnoNext team understand what is happening at every stage of the process. As you can see, you won't have access to declaration of honor and eligible section because it is arranged by us, but how you can see you have a fully control of a rating review, the first interview and higher section. So please update this status, otherwise we are going to send you emails and emails to understand what is the status of your talents. So after that, you can easily organize interview directly to the platform, as I said before, by sending an interview request to your candidate. Make sure to include all the necessary information so the candidate can see the details clearly, and the slot of interview will also appear on their calendar. Please remember that each candidate can only be interviewed up to 2 times, because in line with the value of InnoNext initiative, we kindly ask you to be open and collaborative in this process. Think of these talents are an added resources that can support your business goal, and they are not as the employee that you are hiring. So try to be a bit flexible during the selection phase. knowing that we are offering you a pool of eligible and highly talented candidates. So it can't go wrong. So just be a little flexible. After that, so we are going to reach the final step where you choose the talent you would like to bring on board. You are the one who communicates the final decision to the selected candidate. As this stage, we ask you to sign the letter of commitment again, and including the contractual part. And we ask you to send us a signed copy by email to companies, to email that you receive all the details, signed both by your company and the talents. And finally, the internship officially can start once you sign the agreement. For any issue related to the legal matters, documentations, the selection process, or any other kind of support you may need, the InnoNext team is always available to help. If some of you actually send us an email to the address of companies, I'm the one that I always try to answer you. So from now, you know, my name is Negar, and I'm going to help you to facilitate your process. During the internship, we might also ask you for additional documents such as a candidate timesheet, a short report, or we are going to ask from company and talents to participate in surveys. Those surveys really help us to improve our system. But don't worry, we'll send you all the instruction and deadlines by email, and we're going to guide you step by step. But I think now we'll move on to Q&A section. We have probably received some questions from the audience, so I'd like to ask to Mattia if there are any questions for me, and I'll do my best to answer them.
Yes, thank you, Negar, for the explanation. We've got a few questions that I am going to read to you. The first one is, I would like to know more about possible duration of internship programs.
Oh, well, so as I said before, the programs last between 3 and 6 months, depending on the type of program the talents comes from. As I mentioned earlier, in some cases, the costs are covered by InnoNext, and in the other, they are covered by the original program. InnoNext will pay 3 months for ERC and up to 6 months for EIT. So for any additional months, we are not going to cover it, but it depends on the program. So I mean, case by case, we can actually see the situation.
Okay, thank you. The second question is there a limit on the positions?
Okay, yeah, I guess the position that can companies post on the platform. No, there is no limit to the number of positions you can create. What is important is that all positions are must be related to your innovation project. We actually highlight this because if you post some position that are not related to your innovation project, we will be so sorry, but we cannot accept them, and we will send you an email and asking you to remove the position.
Okay, thank you. Before we go on, I think you might want to deactivate your screen sharing so that people can see you better.
Yes, sure.
Okay, let's move
Okay,
on
okay.
to the next question, which is, you actually told this at the start, will the webinar be recorded?
Yes, the webinar is currently being recorded, I guess, right? And it will be also available after the post-production on the mentoring session on the platform. all the eligible companies and talents can have access. It is not open to everybody. So from participants, if someone is, they have to register on the platform. You can register. If you are eligible, then you have access to this recorded webinar.
Okay, thank you. And are people coming on site or only remotely?
Well, it's really depends on you. I mean, you're free to decide. There is no limit from our side. If you need people inside, please just describe your work environment, or just mention you want to have it inside how many days of the week. Or otherwise, if you want to collaborate remotely, just mention it on your vacancy. So on the description of your vacancy, so they can decide if you want to participate or not.
And what type of experience and education do the students applying have?
Okay, so could I share my screen, because Benedetta actually talked about that. I'm coming with my screen. Benedetta was talking very good on this slide. And talents are coming from deep tech. We actually divided in two categories. Deep tech talents and aspiring innovators. Deep tech talents are those coming from that they have the research focused experiences. They are focused on the technical innovation projects, and they can actually participate as a fully technical resource on your project. In the other hand, we have aspiring innovators. I'm so sorry. For deep tech talents, we actually expect to have PhD or post-PhD talents. For aspiring innovators, we expect to have students coming from masters, that they are business focus oriented, or they have some entrepreneurial skills. So they can actually help you for other aspect of your business. So basically, they are divided in these two categories. I'm going to interrupt the screen, so we are going to back.
Okay. In the meanwhile, the next question is, we have someone interested from the University of Trier, which should be a German city I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of. Can we choose this person?
I think we actually answered this. If both the project and talents belong to the eligible categories, then yes, because we don't have any contract with some specific university. We are just talking about project and talents that are eligible because they are belongs to those programs. In that case, you can absolutely go ahead and activate. Otherwise, it is not related to the university or the talents coming from that university.
Okay, fantastic. Then we have a question about the specifics of the agreement. It says, what kind of research and ideas could the internship provide? Is the program suitable for research and analysis for companies' sustainability aspects?
It depends. It really depends on how you structure the project. I again and again highlight that is really important, that what you propose is clearly connected to your innovation project. And let's try to make the most of the expertise. So I don't know, for doing sustainability aspects for the company, what are the skills that you are searching for? But if you are going to collaborate with a PhD student, maybe the expertise are different. So try to make this collaboration with their expertise and your innovation project.
And are the interns expected to elaborate a report about their experience?
Yes, of course. We guide companies through this process, but we actually expect that they give us back this report, the talents. So we are going to give you a clear instruction by email for both companies and talents. We actually just kindly ask you to guide them to have a final report, but because it is necessary for our internal brokers. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. This is a question from an EIC Accelerator funded company, and they ask, how can they have support in bringing high talent experts?
Well, use the InnoNext platform. So we are here to support you, and by using our algorithm, we will help you to find the right match. I actually recommend you to write a specific job position. It really can help you to find a suitable talent because it really depends on the description that you're going to leave. And based on that, the talents that are going to choose you and our algorithm is going to work and making some matchmaking between you and the talents. So just start and use InnoNext platform.
Fantastic. And how long is the hiring process?
It's really depends on you. I mean, in our side, everything is ready and we are very responsive to help you access the platform and complete all steps. You have all the documents, all the contracts are prepared. So once you find the talent, you can on board. You can have it on board within just few days. So it really depends on you because for outside everything is already ready. So you have to find your person.
Yeah, thank you. A company asks if they can receive applicants in their application tracking system, aka the ATS.
If you mean your own company ATS, I mean, is it yours? The answer is no. If you're talking about your profile on the InnoNext platform, you have fully access to your page and all the candidate that they candidate for your job position. But if you mean your own company ATS, the answer is no, because everything is managed through the InnoNext platform, and even regarding privacy policy, nothing can be handled outside of the platform.
Okay, yeah, I think they meant their own ATS, so they should cover the explanation.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, the next one is, are we obliged to keep the interns employed after their internship?
No, absolutely not. They do a 3 to 6 month internship with you, and if any synergy arises, you can consider it together, but there is no obligation. No.
Okay. Do companies have to pay any parts of their salary or social security contributions?
No. Everything is covered by InnoNext and the respective programs. Their responsibility of declaration and payments lies with the talents or the program. So companies, nothing.
Okay. And how about lodgings and accommodation for the interns? Who is covering that cost?
No, So we have a specific case, or I mean, for those coming from EIC Pathfinder, we also provide a reimbursement if they come from more than 150 kilometers away. But the rest, no reimbursement is provided, and the company doesn't have to cover anything. So nothing.
Okay, okay, perfect. Then we have a few questions that are have probably been partially covered or covered in the explanation and your answers right now. I'm gonna ask them to you anyway because they have
See?
asked them,
Okay,
so
yes.
maybe they need some repetition. The first one is, how long can the internship be? What's the earliest start? Two separate questions, actually.
Okay, yeah, we actually answer it. So this is from 3 to 6 months, and yeah, this is all.
Okay, and what's the earliest start?
Um, Tomorrow. So as I said before, we actually prepared all the documentations and everything is ready to be started as soon as the companies want. So I think the tricky point is the connection between posting and vacancy and job position to finding a talent. So once you have your talents, we are ready. We can actually support you because everything is ready. So the trickiest point is just post your job position, and after that, find your talents, and that's all.
Okay, thank you very much, Negar. I believe that's the last question,
Yeah.
so we are done. Thank you all for participating and for your questions, and you have all the information you need if you have further questions. For those of you who haven't received the answer via email, sorry, in the chat box or via or through Negar, as said at the beginning, you will receive the answer via email as soon as possible. The webinar will be available on the portal in a few days. So thank you again for everything and have a good day.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mattia, and thank you, everybody.